Writer PH Studios.
Welcome to Rider PH Studios. And thank you for your song. I actually enjoyed it. Grace gave me a link to the Spotify song or track. And I actually can relate to the 2000, early 2000 vibe of the song. So let's start. How did you two meet? And what is the process of your collaboration? Kyle?
Okay, so way back 2014, 2015, I guess,
Mhm.
we were actually classmates in a speech class. But at that time, we weren't really close. And then fast forward to 2016 to 2017, I think Sam wrote a song for a Valentine songwriting competition, and then he asked me to interpret that song. But unfortunately, I wasn't able to interpret that song because I was in Manila at that time for a TV competition. And
Oh,
so yeah, after that, after a year, we talked about writing a song. So yeah.
Sam, how did you know Kyle could sing well?
Okay, so my first impressions of Filipinos is Filipinos can sing. Like literally, throw a stone, it would land on some random person, and that person can probably sing. But first time I heard, I think it was during rehearsals in speech choir, right? And Kyle was the coach, and people just like to sing randomly. I heard Kyle sing, I was like, whoa. Like I know people can sing here, but he can't sing. So that was like. Plus, during our freshman year, he won Silver and Idol. It was a singing contest,
Wow.
on his first try. So yeah,
I see. What is the process of your collaboration, at least for this song, on this song?
for this song, we sort of just had a writing session, and we just sort of wanted to have
Yeah.
fun. So we didn't really
Yeah.
expect anything. We went into the
Yeah.
writing session just to hang, because he was in Dumaguete back then. Before going back to
Yeah.
Manila, and we're like, all right, let's just jam, let's write a song, and yeah, we happened to write the song that you hear on Spotify now.
Did you
Yeah.
write it
Together.
to? No, sorry, Kyle.
Together with my cousin Steph. So
Yeah.
the three of us wrote that song.
Did you write it during the pandemic? And did you
No, it was a
collaborate
year.
online?
Yeah,
Okay,
it
go
was a
ahead.
year before the pandemic,
Yeah,
right?
the year before.
It was 2019 mid
2019.
July,
Hmm.
and at that time it was my short vacation here in Dumaguete, because it was sun break. So yeah, we had a small talk and we wanted to write a song together with my cousin. So yeah,
So why did it take this long for you to release it? If it was written 2019, 2018?
I guess it was because of pandemic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, you were waiting for things to normalize, and then
I guess
finally,
so, but I guess there's some things in between 2019 to 2020 that we were just so busy.
I see.
And
Yeah.
because Sam at that time he had his group,
Yeah.
he had a band, right? So
Yeah, I was in a
yeah,
band. So like mid 20 or late 2020 was when I started doing music by myself, like as a solo project. So then we decided to revisit the song. So yeah,
Was it a
that's
rock
why.
band? Was it a rock band?
No, not a rock band. I don't. I'm not a rock singer.
I see.
I guess it was more alternative pop, if I would
Oh,
say.
well,
Yeah.
okay. What is the message of I Need You Now? And why do you think it's relatable to people your age?
you go Sam.
I think because the whole theme of the song is sort of related to relationships, right? I think everyone
Yeah,
can relate to that because we all have some sort of relationship with friends, with families, with lovers, and all that. So I think in this day and age, there's this sort of thin where some relationships don't really benefit you personally, and sometimes
Unhealthy
people are just in your
relationships.
life. Yeah, people are just in your lives because they want something from you, because they need you for certain reasons. And people are scared to be alone, and people don't like the whole idea of being by themselves. So that also that fear also lets people stay in whatever unhealthy relationships they're in. Rather than saying, "All right, this isn't good for me. I'm gonna put myself first." They just deal with it. They find reasons to justify these actions that are not good towards them. So yeah, that's sort of the whole topic behind the song.
Is it
Yeah.
from
So
birth?
in addition,
Okay.
yeah. So in addition to that, I guess at some point when Sam mentioned the topic about that, I guess at some point I that happened to my in my real experience. So yeah, I guess we wrote that song.
It's like you read my mind, Kyle. I was about to ask if it's from personal experience or someone
Yeah, at
who
some
went through
point
it.
in my life.
Right. Okay. How is your style sound different from others?
Oh yeah. Okay, go Sam.
Um, I don't know. It's I don't if people think it's different, then that's great, because
Yeah.
I guess like we as musicians, you get influenced from other musicians and things
Right.
that you hear, things you constantly listen to, and but going into that writing session with Kyle, we never really had like, oh, let's go in there and make a 2000s R&B type
Yeah.
of
Right.
Mhm.
vibe. We just wanted to make music, and hope it just came out the way it sounds right now. So
Yeah.
um yeah, we don't really like to, or personally, I don't really like to say, okay, I'm gonna go and do this specifically
Yeah.
because I want this. It's just let the
Mhm.
music flow, and however it comes, is how we receive it and how we express it.
So some of the
Exactly.
other music probably don't sound like I Need You Now, and that's good, right, Kyle?
That's a good bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, this song, this is the very first song that I written in English language. So vibe that it has, which is the 2000 early 2000 vibe R&B, which I didn't expect really because my type of vibe or the genre that I have is like more on kilig vibes, like Korean pop or something. So yeah, but I'm really glad to explore on different genres. So yeah.
Weren't you pressured to have a rap part just so you'd be on trend?
No, actually no, because I think in high school, I used to sing Jason Mraz songs, and he also like do some rap stuffs, and so yeah, I think I also love to um try to explore different genres, upbeat songs especially. So yeah.
How are you even able to memorize Jason Mraz songs? I mean, his lyrics are just so long, right? So
Yes,
lengthy.
exactly.
He says a lot of things. Sam, who do you
Yes, he's a
listen to?
genius.
Yeah, he's a genius. Yeah. Sam, who do you listen to?
Um, right now, I guess I am sort of listening to. I listen to everything, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
Like if it's good music,
Yeah.
right, I listen to that. I think right lately I've been listening to a bunch of dance music because I was working on a dance project. So if I'm working on a specific project, I sort of try to dive into that world. So yeah, I guess lately I've been listening to a bunch of dance music because yeah, I had a dance project coming up. Hopefully,
Can you dance? Do you?
if it's choreographed, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I ask because it's one of my questions on the list. Like we all know that the rave right now is gearing towards K-pop, and K-pop almost always incorporates song and dance,
Mm.
even if it's a slow number. Is that something? Well, as you said, you are working on a dance song, so I guess yeah, that might be on the horizon. How about you, Kyle? Is that on the horizon for you?
Yes, actually, I have written a song. Hindi ko pa na-release, and it's also an upbeat song, and it has a vibe that I need to dance. So I'm working on it. Then.
Are you happy with the
Yeah.
direction, with that direction OPM seems to be heading to?
Yes,
the
exactly.
P-pop. Are you happy with that?
I'm really happy because I love to explore different types of genres, honestly. So yeah, any genre will do for me.
Sam, how about you?
I think I think music sort of has to evolve, and
Yeah.
as musicians, we have to experiment and try things. So yeah, definitely, it's a good direction for where music is at right now.
You are American, Sam.
No, I am Nigerian.
You're Nigerian. Wow,
Yeah.
that's great. Okay. So are you pressured to do upbeat songs? Can you two dance? Kyle, can you dance?
Yeah, I can a
Okay,
bit.
that's good. Okay. Okay, for Kyle, how does it feel having a song that has been streamed millions of times?
I've
And when did you discover that, hey, it's becoming a hit? Oh my
I
god.
think it started a year after I got signed to Universal Records.
Mhm.
I released my second single, Crashing.
Right.
But it didn't really got like hit until after a year. Um, so I guess at that point I realized that, oh, maybe I have something, like I have a potential in music. And so yeah, after years, after 4 years, um I think after 4 years, I think for me it's really a blessing that people are showing a lot of love for my music, and it feels um, so much blessing to me. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's really a blessing.
With thousands of songs released every day, right?
Yes.
People got to notice that song. What Crash is that the title?
Crashing. Yeah.
Crashing, right? All right, Sam. How do you think the Dumaguete vibe comes out in your music? What is the music scene like in Dumaguete?
The music scene here is actually very diverse because there's a bunch of people from everywhere coming to the Magadi because of Silliman University. Um, so I think with our song, I guess it really shows that it's from Dumaguete because it's super chill, it's super relaxing, and if you've been to Dumaguete, the vibe here is just relaxing and chill. So it's the type of song that you, I guess, expect to come from here.
You made me think of that San Serval place in Dumaguete. What's the name of
You,
that place?
yeah, San Serval, you said it.
Yeah.
That's a
Sounds
name.
wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they have it here in Manila now. Okay. How good friends are you? And is that an advantage or disadvantage to making music? Maybe Kyle first. How good friends are
Yeah.
you?
Oh, we've been friends for like, yeah, since 2014, right?
Yeah.
But we started getting really close when it was 2016, 2017 or so. And yeah, I think it really helps that we're getting close to each other because we usually share different topics, mostly about music, but also life in general. So yeah, it's really a blessing to have a collaboration with Sam, um, just to explore different things, musician to musician. So yeah.
Yeah.
But is there a disadvantage to being to two good friends making music together, Sam? Like as they say, sometimes familiarity breeds contempt, or there just might be too much of each other every day. Is there a disadvantage to it, Sam?
I don't think. Well, in our case, I don't think so because I would
Yeah,
say
exactly.
Kyle is super professional. I guess maybe that could be a thing in the case where people working together aren't professional. But like for me, it's like there's I think when we're working, it's we're working. And the good thing about being friends is we're comfortable because I guess when you have to write a song with someone, you have to go into the room and be fearless to express your ideas. But in the case of Kyle, it was just very easy to be vulnerable and open up. So I don't see any disadvantage there.
I can tell he's very
Yeah.
professional. Look at his studio. It sounds like a
Small
commercial
studio.
studio. Yeah, I guess that's where you record your songs and you do it digitally. I mean, you
Yeah.
pass the tracks, MP3, or all that.
I guess since last year lang, kasi pandemic. But before pandemic, I usually record my songs in our studio in Universal Tower. So yeah, for now, I record my songs here in my room, small room.
What do you think of that process, Sam? Do you like it
I
better?
honestly, I do prefer it when, because this song we sort of recorded like over 2 years, I think, or last year. We started recording. I think Kyle came over to my place. We recorded part of the vocals, and
Yeah.
then this year, a couple months back, we were at the studio recording more vocals and
Mhm.
stuff like that. Personally, I think it's whatever works for you, you know. But if I just have to, record vocals or track vocals and things like that, it's very convenient to work at home
Right.
because in the studio it takes a while to set up. It takes at least 45 minutes, 30 minutes to set up, and that's cool. Sometimes if I'm recording like a big, like for instance, if I need to record drum sets, go to the studio. I don't have a choice. But yeah, it's really nice to have record at home because it's very intimate. You're very comfortable. You feel very safe in the comfort of your house. So
Personally, there were
Yeah.
points when I was listening to the song that I said, "Now that's interesting." They were just working on four chords, but they were able to have so many levels in the song.
yeah,
Just working on the. They always just work on a set chord progression.
it really varies from song to song.
Yeah.
For this song, I remember the writing session. I told Kyle like, "Yo, bro, just play whatever chord you're feeling," and he just happened to play this four chords, and
Mhm.
we just kind of rolled with it for the whole song, I guess,
Yeah.
because the goal was to keep it simple, you know,
Yeah.
and
I
just focus
see.
more on the vocals and the message of the
Vocals.
song.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But there was a challenge to that, and you did it well. I mean, just working
I
on chord on four chords, you know.
yeah.
Anyway, how did each of you discover singing, songwriting, performing as a kid?
Uh
Kyle.
okay. I started singing when I was 6 years old. In our church, and then the choir conductor asked me to sing. So I guess that's where I started realizing that maybe I have a talent for singing. And then after like 4 to 5 years, I joined singing competitions, and there was a time when I joined a singing competition in Manila in PICC, and I won the singing competition. It was, I think, Magsaysay Search for Singing Star, and I won
Mhm.
that. I was the champion that season, and I guess at that time I realized that, oh, I think singing is for me, performing is for me. So yeah,
Sam.
I think I have like a very different journey from Kyle because he
yeah,
started like 4 years younger than I did. Because I started as a musician rather than a singer. Started playing drums in church, and then later up I picked up guitar and piano. I picked up piano because I didn't like my voice. That's why I wanted to play piano, which is interesting because I sounded different from everyone. I guess like that's a good thing,
It's a good
it
looking
thing.
in the
is.
bigger
It
picture.
is.
But
It's always a good
back
thing.
then, I was so insecure. I was like, man, how come I don't sound like you or you? You know what I mean? So I sort of was a musician first, and then I guess songwriting was a thing I sort of discovered in college. Like Kyle mentioned, I joined the songwriting competition in Silliman University in college. He was supposed to interpret, my first song. So yeah, on the third year, 2019, I guess, I won with the song. I won the competition with Backwards. I also won
Yeah.
Best Interpreter. I feel like winning Best Interpreter was more of a big deal for me than winning Best Song because I wasn't really. I was just doing it for fun, because it was my last year in school. I wanted to enjoy it. So yeah,
How do
that's sort
you
of my
oh,
journey.
how do you decide who gets which part in a song?
Um. Actually, it really depends. When someone has
Yeah,
an idea, then go for it,
yeah.
right?
Yeah. But
That's
but but
basically what happened to us.
but is it always I wrote that line, so ergo I'm going to sing it? Is it always that way?
No,
No,
it really depends.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
see.
Writer. PH. Studios.